guys, welcome to the Bluegrass Benchwarmers on NV3Media.com. We got our special guest host, Daniel Padilla.
Special?
From 106.1 ESPN Radio here in Elizabethtown. What's the call letters? I can't remember. WIEL.
WIEL, WTHX, WXAM. There's a lot of letters.
106.1 is the important.
That's what matters.
Yes,
1400 AM.
1400 AM. Okay, yeah. The mothership in the house. That's what I used to call it.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to call it the mothership because you don't get bigger than ESPN. I mean, Fox is getting close. No? Okay. Fox Sports ain't getting close. All right, we're still good.
You would know.
All right. Anyways, this is our NBA draft post draft show. We don't talk much NBA unless we're talking UK basketball.
Just to see where they're going.
Just to see,
like that.
we just kind
How
of
they're doing.
project. Like, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Bam Adebayo next year will probably be like top 3 pick. Just gonna throw that out there. UK recruit coming in this year. You'll hear him. Compared to Dwight Howard.
Oh, I think I've heard about it
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. You work
A
with
little bit.
All right. Anyways, Daniel is the producer, director. What kind of titles you got?
A lot of titles.
Okay.
I wear a lot of hats.
Okay. For the Neppy and Van Zant show, 106.1 ESPN Radio here in E-Town. Russ has been on the show before he was the big Van Zant part of the show on ESPN Radio. But let's dive into the draft for the sake of Daniel's hat. We'll just get it out there. Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavs.
Thank you.
They did not have a pick.
No, but they did get somebody
Yes.
on the trade.
Yeah. That's what I was going to get into first. I was surprised at first until I saw that later. So what'd they get? Do you remember?
Who they got? It was some late pick. He wasn't really a standout or anything. I believe it's in the center category.
Okay. Was it a second round?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
For some reason, 50s is sticking out in my head.
Oh gosh. Okay. Speaking on that topic real quick though, we'll get into. I was hearing rumors that the Cavs were trying to get in before the draft, and that Kevin Love's name came up. Did you hear anything about that?
Kevin's name came up for a lot of things, and I'm sure it'll keep coming up this offseason a lot, but not too much. They were talking about the Celtics, picks with the Celtics,
Yeah.
but
Trying to get rid of one of their 19 picks.
yeah,
Yeah.
they still have a ton for next year and the year after.
Oh, yeah.
They just keep racking up.
Yeah. Which is smart, but not. I mean, you can also use those 4 trades. You know, you can say, hey, I want this guy now. I'll give you this, and this. If you can give somebody 3 or 4 first-round picks for 2 years, you know, that's
That's what Boston did.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So,
But then you have down drafts like this one where it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not pretty sure why the Cavs would want to get into the draft. There
Yeah.
wasn't nothing that was
They didn't
standing
need to,
out.
yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Ben Simmons. Yeah. I
But
mean,
not much.
I was looking into the top. I was excited about what the top 10 was going to be, and after that, I was kind of okay. It's time to go get a cheeseburger, go get something to eat real quick, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I was only excited about the top 10 because you know, looking to see where Jamal Murray was going to go, of course, because you knew nobody else from the UK was going to go top 10, so.
Scout was the one that I thought he would be right on the edge, and they projected it
Yeah.
all since this tournament was
Yeah.
done that he was
Yeah.
going to be 11. Every time
Yeah.
I saw something, it was
I heard
Orlando
it.
was going to pick him.
Yeah.
No matter what, he seemed constant, but
But-
he dropped.
But that goes to show you the fun about the draft is all it takes is that one. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Which was number 3 this year with the Celtics. And then Jaylen Brown. I ain't going to lie. I was surprised.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he a Kentucky recruit?
Yeah, he was getting recruited by Kentucky. Yeah. Chose Cal, of course. But
Who is he?
Yeah, who is
That's
it?
a
Yeah.
top player,
Yeah.
at least.
But I looked at it like, okay, the Celtics got contacted by somebody 20 seconds to go before their pick. And they said, we'll give you this, and this. If you choose Jaylen Brown, we'll trade. Honestly, that's what I was waiting for. And then nothing ever came of it. So I was like, I guess they're sticking with him. So, of course, you had your classic Celtics fans were okay with it, but they wanted Chris Dunn, is what everybody thought. And I was like, hey, that's a good pick.
He taking Isaiah off the ball, letting him play a little more too.
Oh, yeah.
Avery
Yeah.
Bradley's coming back though, so that should be.
Yeah. Who are those? Who do they? They've got a. They have a free agent. They got a bunch of.
They got a lot of young talent with Crawford. I think they have like four set, like the four starters, and then they were just missing that center kind of power forward kind of
Yeah.
thing there. But
All right, let's scroll down there real quick. Okay, 8 free agents. Evan Turner. That's who I was thinking.
well,
Unrestricted free agent right now. Is that going to be a key loss for them? I mean, I know Evan Turner played at Ohio State. He was awesome. In my opinion, I think he was an awesome college
he
player.
was, and I hated him.
Well, I'm not going to say I liked him, but he was a good player.
Evan Turner was one of those guys that hopped in the league and then it got too much for him. Which honestly, the team he was at
Leaving
didn't-
too early.
And then he's been traded around, and he's not really a show-out pick, so I don't think
Yeah.
that's a loss.
He played well for the Celtics though in some of those playoff games and towards some points of the season. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back, but not if somebody else offered him a little bit more change than they wanted to take off their cap space, because they are still going for that big free agent signing.
Yeah, and that's key too. That's what I was going to get into next. Dwight Howard, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant. All you hear right now is Kevin Durant. Do you think Kevin Durant's going to be moved? Or leave? I mean, I'm sorry, not be moved, but
I don't see it. I especially don't see him going to the East.
to the Knicks.
Surprisingly, it would be so much easier if he went to the East, because then he'd only have to worry about LeBron. He wouldn't have to worry about Steph. He wouldn't have to worry about anybody that the Spurs have, all
Yeah.
bazillion players that aren't stars that are showing out for them. But I think it's more likely that he's going to sign that 1 year and then hop out when Russell hops out next year, so that they can kind of, people talk about how they can't play together, but I feel like they have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
And Kevin's going to listen to Russ
Yeah.
for at least some of the stuff. He's probably, if not in his inner circle, on the outer edge, so he's
Yeah.
going to talk to him about
Yeah,
it.
because you think about that. They used to be, in my mind, I mean, before they all started developing into these superstars, Westbrook, Durant, James Harden. A lot of people forget about James Harden. That was a big three. If you put them together now, I don't. They probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't mesh well. I don't think Westbrook and
James
and
Harden's
Harden
got
would
that in
mesh
his
well.
head that he's the leader now.
Yeah.
You can't put two. They're no. You can't.
James Harden. I said
That's the
this.
same
I
thing
said
with
this
Durant and Anthony. You can't put Durant and Anthony together because they're two
in
leader-headed.
if he went to New York.
I don't think
I
they
agree
would
with
mesh
that.
well.
I don't think they would.
The only thing with that is Kevin's a tremendous player, but he's willing to step to the
Yes.
side, and you see it a lot
Yes.
with Russell. He kind of step backs. He's like, Russ, you can do it. You got the
Yeah.
game right now. And then there's points where he's like, I want the ball. You see him get frustrated when
Yeah.
Russell comes down and shoots a dumb shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
you're talking about Melo here. Melo
Yeah,
goes down
that's
and
yeah.
does
very
he does it
true.
all the time. Does
Melo
stupid
can
things.
score, but he is the scorer of dumb choices. You know, he makes a lot of dumb decisions. But what I was going to say was, a couple years ago when Harden decided to move, I can't remember what year it was. I started calling him the Kanye West of the NBA. Take that where you want to and go with it. All right, the number 1 pick was Ben Simmons to the 76ers. Did you like that pick? I mean,
it
in my
was-
opinion, I think he was the number 1 overall. I didn't think Ingram was going to go number 1, but
I didn't think so either, but it lost a lot of its flair. I feel like the first 2 picks were already set. I mean, we knew that those 2 were the top 2 picks, but we didn't really know which one was going to go first for a little bit.
yeah.
And then, like 3 or 4 days ago, Ben Simmons is like, they already told me they're
Yeah.
picking me number 1.
Yeah.
I was like, man, come
Yeah,
on.
I hate when they do that. They did that a couple years ago with somebody too, but I can't remember who it was. And I hate that. You know, because that didn't even hypen up the second pick. Because then they were like, okay, we know they're taking them. We're taking Brandon Ingram. So then it came to the Celtics. You know, Danny Ainge was like, thank you. Now the spotlight's all on Celtics and we can do what we want. But that's what it came down to, Jaylen Brown.
I think when it comes to it, I think Brandon Ingram's got a very high ceiling.
Yeah.
Especially his body type. He
Yeah.
can be a tremendous player, and if he has a work ethic, which you would think he does,
Yeah.
he could probably be better than Simmons. And it seems that the more we're getting time with Simmons, the more he seems like a jerk. He's so full of himself.
I was going to say that. The downfall for Ben Simmons, in my opinion, is you see Nerlens Noel and Okafor. They didn't really have that. You know, they listen to their coaches. They're not going to be choking their coach like Latrell Sprewell way before y'all's time. Probably you probably remember seeing the 30 for
a
30.
little
but-
bit.
But I just saw all them memes about nobody's choked in Golden State since this. You know, they had him choking the coach. Anyways, damn it, I forget what I was gonna say. I want to have a comedy special.
Okafor,
I forget a lot.
Noel.
Okafor, Noel.
Okay, with
not
with
choking
Simmons,
each other.
yes. To add Ben Simmons, I think Ben Simmons could be the point forward like he was at LSU. But then again, damn, see, I don't know. Ben Simmons is a tricky pick because of that. Ingram can make smart decisions, which Ben Simmons can too. But like you said, Ben Simmons gets a lot in his head, and he thinks he's running the show. And you see him getting angry with his teammates, which it was LSU. Ingram had Duke.
You had
where-
teammates?
yeah. So, you know, being a UK fan, I got to see a lot of Simmons, and he played great against Kentucky. So you see Kentucky players, the caliber that Kentucky players have, the way he played against Kentucky showed a lot in my mind. But in the NBA, you look at the 76ers and you're like, it's pretty much a college team again. So where's that going to go? And I think that's going to be his downfall. He's going to come in, they're going to be looking at him like, okay, rookie, shut up. Even though Okafor and Noel, they're not, what's Noel, 3 years in now? This will be his third season. Okafor's second. So they're not going to take lightly on him coming in trying to be a leader. Even though he has the leadership qualities, I think, Ben Simmons does. He has a higher IQ, a basketball IQ, than Nerlens Noel. I know that for a fact. Okafor, I can't speak for Okafor. I didn't watch him a lot at Duke, but I know he's a good player. I can't even name another player on the 76ers right now. Help me out. Do I need to hit
On
it?
the
Do I need to hit
76ers,
it?
I just know that they're a young team.
Is Iverson still there? I've seen him a lot.
I've seen.
I
He
he said something the other day about coming out of his rocking chair. So that's what he told.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said he was going to
Interview.
Cleveland. He
He's-
said he was gonna-
Oh, he did.
He did. He said he's
Yeah.
going to play
I think
for Cleveland.
everybody's going to
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Okay, so they drafted three in the first round. They drafted at number 24, number 26. They took, shooting guard from Serbia. I'll just say that. And a shooting
Yep.
guard from Turkey. Furkan Korkmaz was the one. I kept hearing his name a lot, but I don't know. Okay, Nick.
I
don't even know how to say his
I'll
name.
help you out.
Nick Stauskas.
Oh,
Was he
Stauskas?
Florida?
No.
Where'd he play?
Michigan.
Michigan, that's right. Okay, Michigan. Okay, C.J. McConnell, yeah. Isaiah Cannon, he's a free agent. Murray State?
I believe so. Yep.
Murray State. He's a restricted free agent, so. Elton Brand, is he still in the league?
I didn't even
Jeez.
know he was still in the
Yeah, he's a free agent. Okay, so Joel Embiid. Okay,
There you go.
So,
Because they're looking to
they've
trade.
got the bigs.
They're looking to trade Noel or Okafor. They were trying to do both. They're still looking for it. They might get something going with the Celtics still because they want to see if they're interested in taking Okafor. But I feel like it'd be a waste. I mean, you took the time to
Well,
draft him last year. He's
I would
not a
take
bad
Okafor.
player.
I agree there, but I would be tempted more if somebody was saying, "Hey, we'll give you Okafor," because if I see Noel's name, I'm probably gonna say no because he's injury prone. Like I said, his IQ's not there in my opinion, just from what I saw from
I
UK.
don't- yeah, he's
But-
definitely one of those guys. He's a follower. He doesn't
Yeah.
think for himself most of the time.
Okay, number 2 was Ingram. I like that pick. The Lakers are so young now, it's ridiculous. D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, now Brandon Ingram.
They have
How many years do you give the Lakers to be back on top?
on top.
Not on top.
You mean in the playoffs?
Respectful. I'm not even gonna say playoffs. When are they gonna?
I'd say 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
2 or 3 years.
I can see that.
Depending on what you see show out though, because some of these players, they have some good young talent that if coached right and they mesh together, I mean, they've got a lot of talent on that team.
Speaking of coaches, Walton. How old is that guy?
He's got to be like 36. No, but he's definitely young. He's going to be the youngest coach, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, he is like. I remember just the other day he got drafted.
That'll-
Was he out of Arizona? Maybe I can't remember where he went to school at.
That sounds right.
But yeah, Luke Walton. I saw that. I'm like, wow. I think that's kind of a stretch, but I mean, you don't know.
I think when it comes to it, the finals, in my opinion, I wasn't believing in Walton, and I'm thinking at the beginning of the year when he's doing such a good job, he's got Steph, he's got Clay, he's got Draymond. This is a team that you got to be dumb to mess up.
Yeah.
But going into the finals, looking at what Steve Kerr did throughout the finals and some of the adjustments he didn't make, it really makes you question how good a coach he was, how good a coach Walton actually is, plus Steph, Clay, and how good they are together doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what did he actually produce? So it's kind of a question mark in my head more than it was at the beginning of the year when it's just like, he's just there to cruise on that ship and kind of latch on to Steve Kerr.
Yeah. But hey, you got to start somewhere. But I mean, they probably look too like, hey, his dad's Bill Walton. He knows a lot about basketball. So.
He was a Laker.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why.
So that's another reason they were like, hey, let's get some. You know, they probably asked Bill before they asked him. He's like, no, I'm about to die. Yeah, I can say that on my show. All right, number 3 was a surprise pick to me, Jaylen Brown. I thought for sure Chris Dunn would go there. If they didn't take Dunn, well, other than the trading the pick, I was thinking that they were probably going to either go Buddy Hield or Jamal Murray.
Yeah, they got
I wasn't going to be surprised. Yeah, I wasn't going to be surprised if they did. If I was thinking they were going to take a guard, I'll say that. But when they took Brown, I was like, okay.
I think everybody was thinking
They've traded this pick, or they're grabbing them for somebody else because they've got something working. So that was.
It's surprising just because they were already set with Crowder, and they have another forward that's really good, but I don't remember what his name is right now, and I don't know why. But they had 4 starters that were pretty solid, and Crowder was one of them. And when they broke it down on ESPN, they replaced Crowder with Brown, and I was like, what? That's Jaylen Brown's good, but Crowder's a great defensive player.
Yeah,
he's ridiculous. When they play like the Cavaliers and stuff, he always guards the best player. He's always guarding LeBron. He's always guarding Kevin. Like, those are huge forwards that you see him playing great defense on.
Yep. Jonas Jerebko and Jordan Mickey.
Really?
Oh, Jared Sullinger, free agent.
Oh, Sullinger's
Tyler
a
Zeller, free agent.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Okay,
now.
so yeah, they were probably throwing them in and thinking that they were gone already.
One of them's gone, yeah, at least.
Yeah, looking at their guards, geez, James Young, UK guy, Isaiah Thomas, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier. Is that the Louisville Terry Rozier?
Yes,
Dang.
it is. He played some minutes in the playoffs.
R.J. Hunter and Avery Bradley. So I mean,
they have decent backcourt. They just don't have the shooting. And you're right, they should have gone with.
That's why I was thinking
Murray.
Yeah.
Murray was probably the easiest one. Buddy Hield, he's ridiculous.
Yep.
I think the Pelicans got a steal with Buddy because he's going to be great.
Yes.
Hopefully
they don't let him talk a lot.
Anybody that compliments Anthony Davis is going to look good.
That's very true. Very true. But he can do it on his own. He's going to be able to create his own shot and shoot that 3 ball.
And that's just going to help Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Well, and Davis can get any rebound he probably wanted, but that's
He only have so much energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick and choose.
Okay, the
4th pick by the Suns. Bender? Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragon Bender. Yeah.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
Really?
Yeah. I thought they were going more towards look it up on mine.
So if you can't see.
Where Chris. Marquise
Marquise
Chris.
Chris,
They were talking about how he was basically a lock for that 4 pick with the Suns, and then they went towards Bender and that international flair that you kind of start to see a trend throughout the rest of the draft.
Yep. Which they ended up getting both. So it's pretty cool. That's what I was gonna go with. The Suns cleaned up in this draft.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had the best draft by far. I'm sure y'all have already heard about all that, so we're gonna move on. The T-Wolves get Chris Dunn.
Solid pickup.
And that was, I was gonna say that was a huge pick. To throw Dunn in with Towns, Wiggins.
And I think what this is kind of showing you is that they are pretty much over the Ricky Rubio thing.
Yes.
And they're ready to let him go whenever they can find something.
Which is a disappointment to me, man. Rubio was.
Well, honestly,
I know
when
he
you
was
add
injury prone
Rubio's
and-
IQ with Dunn's young, like he's willing to learn,
Yeah.
It could
it's
work
gonna
out
be
pretty
nasty.
well.
Yeah.
even if they do keep him just for that, it's just IQ to teach Dunn more.
I mean, man, looking at this team on paper,
That's a team.
looking at this team on paper, it's crazy. I mean, Tyus Jones, what will this be? He was just
Second
a rookie.
year.
This will be his second year coming in.
Levine,
Oh gosh, yeah.
the high flyer.
Wiggins, the old
Well, I mean,
the
you
big
saw-
the old big ticket Kevin Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad. I ain't heard that name in like.
Hey, he
Little
plays
while.
some solid minutes. He
Yeah.
dropped some points for them.
You haven't heard that name since the Bobcats.
Old Gorgie Jang. Name drop on our show about Louisville Cardinal. Tayshaun Prince, he's still alive.
They're gonna be a pretty solid team.
That's what I'm
next
saying.
year.
Looking at some of these teams on paper, I'm like,
The thing
oh
is,
my God.
they're in the West.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's so hard to do anything in the West. You know, you got the Suns moving up, trying to get into that playoffs. You got the Timberwolves, who are a young team, but it's going to take them a couple years to get up there, more than likely.
Yep. So I saw on Kentucky Sports Radio that they're gonna try to petition for them to be called the Phoenix Cats or something like that now, or the Kentucky Suns. They're
'cause
gonna,
they have
they're
all
gonna
of
try to
them.
get Phoenix to come and play. You know how Louisville has been fighting for an NBA team because the Yum
Oh, they're going
Senators
to
and
take
that.
Phoenix.
Yeah, they're just gonna take Phoenix,
I-
bring it here.
I don't see why not.
I mean, you'd sell tickets.
Because that's where Scal ended up going, isn't
Exact-
it? No, he went
He
to
ended
the, he
up
went to
getting
the
traded
Kings.
Sacramento.
Sacramento, but he was drafted by Phoenix. Yeah, Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
but
Alright.
that's another team that you want to take some team. That's Sacramento. They got
Sacramento
Boogie,
too. Yeah.
and they
yeah.
got
Willie.
and now Scal.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't beat Phoenix though. I mean, they've got Young, Bledsoe. What's his name there now?
Devin Booker.
Booker.
Ulis.
Yeah, Booker. Ulis now, and
Who's their last?
Archie Goodwin.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, they're like guard heavy
from Kentucky.
from Kentucky. So I mean, maybe Cal's trying to get a job there. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Hey.
He's like, I swear to this day, Cal's probably getting a check in his mail from some of these NBA teams.
Thanks,
Saying,
Cal.
show us what we got. Okay, number 5. This is what I was going to get into. This was my point with number 5. And this is what was surprising with me with number 3. Celtics needing a shooter, needing a leader, needing a tall guard or a bigger guard. Chris Dunn and Buddy Hield. The thing they had with them was their 4 years. They were seniors. They had the experience. But then I started looking at the other side of it. I'm like, but you got a player the caliber of Jamal Murray as a freshman who's already played with pros with the Canadian national team. And just the way Jamal Murray was. I'm not gonna say I have a scout's eye, but you can normally see the athleticism in people. Am I wrong?
Right.
If you're a sports fan, period, you can look at somebody and say, you can look at a golfer and say, yeah, you can't tee off on a par 5 and it only go 140 yards. Kind of like me on Tiger Woods.
Correct.
I said Tiger Woods. Name drop. Send me a check, Tiger. But that, I mean,
He's got
because
one
I
of those.
started thinking that. I'm like, these NBA teams are like, all right, this kid's not a good of a shooter, but he's got the experience at the collegiate level. But then you look at a player like Jamal Murray and you're like, he's already got it. You know what I mean? How would you go with that?
That was tough. I felt bad for Jamal going to Denver later on. Denver's
You don't think he can
no,
help? No?
Denver's on a
I don't
downward
think
spiral.
anybody can help Denver.
Denver's on a downward spiral. I would be very surprised.
I would have been, if I was Jamal Murray, I would have been doing whatever I could for the Celtics to pick me up, because that is a team that's going somewhere.
So he should have pulled an Eli Manning and said, I'm not going there.
Yeah,
Okay.
trade me. It's not gonna happen. I'm not getting in the uniform.
I give it a year.
Yeah.
I give it a year before he's asking for a trade or something like that.
Well, I mean, they got restrictions and stuff now, right? Rookies, they got the
Do they?
minimum salary and the
I don't know if they have
Maximum
trade
salary.
restrictions.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, but they
your
do have
lottery picks. They probably don't. Yeah.
No, but in my opinion, I probably would have. If I was the Celtics, Buddy Hield is probably where I was going, and that's just because he's shown that he can do a little bit more of the ball handling than Jamal Murray. He had some great screens. He was freed up a lot. He's a catch and shoot guy.
Yes.
Which, I mean, they got a lot of bigs in Boston, but Buddy can create his own shot, and I thought that was a little bit more of why I would have gone towards Buddy more than Jamal. But either one of them would have been a solid pick there. I wasn't leaning much towards Dunn just because they already have Thomas. I don't think they needed a guard, and
Yeah, I think-
Bradley plays pretty well.
Do you think Dunn could have stepped in and moved Thomas down, or Bradley?
No.
Was Bradley
No,
more of a
I
two?
No.
Really?
Bradley is the 2, and I think the thing with him is he's not as much fire on the offense, but you've got the defense with him, and that's
Avery
what you
Bradley is
really
like, yeah, he's
that's what you really
top
needed,
tier defensive player.
especially since
Especially-
Thomas can do whatever he wanted on
Especially
the offensive
for
side.
on guards and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. we're not short on time by any means, but I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna drop down to number 10, the Milwaukee Bucks taking Thon Maker.
That is a steal.
That was a steal in my
That
opinion.
was a steal.
Let's just get this out of the way. My good pick, my 3 steals that I liked.
Oh, is this it?
Yes.
We were talking about this.
Okay.
This is it. Good.
Y'all got yours ready?
I don't have
Okay.
mine, but go.
Steals.
I'm gonna go with Denzel Valentine,
Hmm.
Thon Maker, and Malachi Richardson
Valentine.
going
It
to
I said Washington.
Denzel Washington. Yeah, why not?
Denzel Washington. That's probably why.
Dang, where'd he go?
Makes fun. It makes sense though.
That went to the Hornets.
Dude with
Okay.
funny looking teeth.
Malachi Richardson dropping to number 22. Well, I'm not saying dropping, but that, in my opinion, you'll hear that kid's name out of Syracuse. Pure shooter. He's not flashy. He's not like Jamal Murray flashy, like he's gonna get to the bucket like it's nothing. Sometimes playing against like Kentucky Christian Academy or somebody. Jamal Murray made some teams look like that. I know
Right.
you don't watch a lot of UK basketball.
Not
but
too much, but I know what Murray can do.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen.
That's what I love watching
Murray.
UK. When UK has like High Point on their schedule, I like watching those games just to see the caliber of these kids. And then when they're playing like a Duke, they play more fundamental, But or North Carolina,
There you go.
yeah, starting to show off right. Well, middle of the show. That was probably Sevens Valley
I
shooting.
got my things now.
Sevens Valley shooting fireworks, probably practicing for a month. Okay, then Thon Maker, like I said, Kentucky was looking at him, Duke was looking at him, your team North Carolina was looking at him.
He would have been something nice.
I'm telling you, that kid, I've seen pictures of or a video of him, and I'm just like, man,
He's
please.
a freak.
But last year when he skipped, when he left high school and went to a prep academy, I pretty much knew he's not even going to worry about college. He's going to do this, and then he's going to go straight to the
Didn't
draft.
need to.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted him at Kentucky for a year.
That would've been-
I mean, the kid is like amazing. So, but Denzel Valentine, I almost said Washington.
You're welcome.
At 14
He
was
Wait.
he
hold
is a bull.
Where'd he
That's
go?
what it
That's-
seems like. He is
Where'd he
the
go?
epitome.
Chicago.
The Bulls.
on. Okay. Yeah.
He's
that's
the
just-
epitome of a
yeah.
bull.
yes, and I mean, I just like the way he played. And that's another kid, senior, getting picked that soon. He's got leadership. I mean,
He's creative.
All right,
He
go
can think
ahead.
on the fly.
He's a free. He's a
Yeah.
triple double machine.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants, and he's
He
a
will.
big
Yeah.
size. He can play your point guard if you need it.
Yeah.
He's. I hate to do this because I do it a lot, but LeBron James can play the point guard, big, lengthy, can play great defense, and that's what Valentine is. He's got great court vision. He can do whatever he wants to do with the basketball, and he can get you a bucket when you need it,
Yep.
inside or out, because he can shoot the ball a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah.
So that's, I mean, the Bulls getting him is a great
It's
steal.
funny. It's funny reading this right here. Look at the position they have him at.
Shooting guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody messed up there. NBA.com.
I
Get it together.
I don't think so.
He's
I don't think so.
He's
He's
at
just-
least he's a big small forward.
He's, yeah.
Just to be nice, because
Power forward, small forward, kind of.
I mean, power
Hybrid.
forward. I don't know. You match him
A
up
little
against
bit.
the.
Honestly, if you really think about it, that was actually a really good comparison besides LeBron, just because he's big, he's creative, and then he can do whatever he wants, pretty
Yep.
much.
All right. So other than Valentine, what other surprises did y'all have? Or
Oh,
Good-
I got some
good
steals
picks.
now.
All right,
I
go
looked
ahead.
at it.
Give me
I
some
got
steals.
you. All right.
You gonna go with Gregorius Papagidgin? No.
No, I'm gonna go with the homeboy first. Bryce Johnson going to the Clippers.
Yeah.
That was
But-
something nice.
Okay, 25. Yeah, you're
25,
right. Okay.
and they traded up to get him.
Okay. That might have been the pick. Let's see. I fell asleep before Scal got picked. And I'm thinking I remember seeing them talking about Bryce Johnson. I was kind of in and out of dozing off. And I saw that and I was like, because somebody was really high on him. I think it was one of the PTI guys. I can't remember which one it was. One of the PTI guys were on big on him.
Wilbon or Kornheiser?
Is Wilbon a North Carolina guy?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, yeah, because what's his name? Yeah, he's more of a bad cop on the show. I want to say Woody, but I know it's not Woody because I don't.
I'm not too sure. I know somebody was high on him too. I just can't remember what it was from. But him going to that Clippers team that I was reading, surprisingly with DeAndre and Blake, you think you're gonna dominate some boards? They do not. They
Yeah,
were at the
not
bottom
at
of the
all.
league.
Yeah.
And Bryce Johnson is gonna get you some boards. He will go anywhere to do it. He's got a motor. He doesn't care who it is. He's a little bit thinner, but he fights
Yeah,
for that ball.
yeah. I
Oh
mean-
my gosh.
Just jump.
I think he's a great fit for that team.
Well, honestly, if you think about all of the Clippers highlights you got are off alley-oop dunks on fast breaks.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's why they're not getting
Well,
rebounds.
that's when Blake's healthy.
Your big guys are running down the floor to get
Going
a
to
fast
them
break,
dunks.
and you're not getting a rebound.
I think Brogdon going to the Bucks was a good pickup in the second round. He's that 4-year guy,
Yep.
cold. He can shoot the ball when he needs to. Watching him at Virginia, great leader. This Bucks team is very young, just like J.C. Kidd is their coach. I think they're the youngest team. He's going to bring a lot to them, whether he's coming off the bench or he kind of slowly moves into that starting role. There was one more that I really liked. Niang going to the Pacers. I love him from Iowa State. I liked him. That's why every year I got burned because I picked Iowa State to move on to the NCAA tournament because of the player that he is. And he's a little bit more of that stretch that you like and it's going to in the NBA. They're pulling those centers, those power forwards out. They're getting those mid-range, those threes, and Niang can do exactly that, and he's going to get you some boards.
Yep. What about your boy at 55, Marcus Page?
Marcus Page.
Yep.
I hated that he was going to the Nets.
Yeah. So you liked it to the Jazz though?
I-
The trade?
Yeah, with the trade, I like it a little bit better. I still think he's got some doing because he's not the right size. He started to pick it up towards the end of the year. You saw his defense pick it up, and he started to do that leadership role more. But I don't know how much he's going to be in the NBA. I can see him definitely being a solid bench player, maybe
Yeah.
7th or 8th man. He's probably not going to be that 6th man off the side. But he can cause some stuff, and he can lead your team, the second unit of your team, more than your first
Okay,
unit.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's important too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you saw that with Golden State.
Sean Livingston.
Well, yeah, you saw Golden State was the prime example. Like, Game 6, I think it was. What game did Steph get ejected? 6?
Yes.
You saw that key. Livingston come. Is that the game he dunked on old buddy Jefferson?
No, it was the game before.
Oh,
Game
yeah.
before.
Oh
Game
my
before he
gosh!
dunked
I
on
was like,
Jarvis
no,
Jeff.
don't jump, don't jump.
I don't know, dude. Back in the day, Jefferson. I mean, he could still get
Back
up.
in the
He
day,
could still get up.
There's
he
no
probably was
back in the
pumping
day.
up his
49-year-old,
kids.
he can still get up.
No,
Every
that's
once
when
in a while.
That
when
was
he looks-
ugly.
No, he
We-
looks at
we
the
were
coach
at-
was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm done. Come
Yeah.
here, come get me."
We were at B-Dubs
Yeah.
in Tennessee, and I'm telling you, that place was crazy. Which they were heavy
Against us.
on Cleveland.
They were
there were a lot of
easily against
bandwagoners
us.
down there, but
That's cool.
I didn't have a dog in the fight. But one of the guys we were with, he just didn't want to see LeBron win.
Oh man, one
So-
of those people.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of wanting Golden State to win, but not. I don't want to be a bandwagoner,
You know,
but I'm just like,
I don't hate
I
Golden
was weird.
State. I thought it was. I mean, the more the series went on, I started to grow more negative feelings towards them. I just feel like towards their first championship, they were all pretty calm, down to earth kind of guys. And as this series came up, you saw a little bit more from Clay, a little bit more mouthing that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Like, just if you're a great player, Clay, you're a great player, Steph. Don't say anything.
yeah.
Why are you gonna try and run your
But
mouth?
see, that's the one thing I did like about them is that they didn't fall into that trap. And I told Kevin too. I was
They
like,
did at the end, though.
they don't fall into that trap. But then I think Cleveland was pushing their buttons.
Like Draymond is that
Like-
guy on your team that's supposed to run his
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
You don't need
That's
to do
what he does,
anything.
yeah.
Especially if you're one of those shooters that can knock down. All I heard before Game 7 was Clay is gonna go off, Steph is gonna go off. All they've done is
No.
say stuff. You know they're gonna get going in this game,
Yeah.
No.
and you didn't see it happen.
Well,
Yeah,
you
once they start shooting.
watch Game 6, and you see they're so off. Both of the shooters could not hit anything.
Yeah, they weren't hitting much.
Speaking of Harrison Barnes,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
Cleveland's best
oh
player.
for one for
He should have
13.
been. He should have been the MVP of the whole series for Cleveland. Harrison Barnes.
1 for 13.
Because
He lost a lot of money.
I
in
didn't
that
see him make a
finals.
shot.
He lost a lot of money
Yeah.
in that finals.
He
He had a
did
stretch
not
where he
make a
went
shot.
2 for 22
Well,
through 2 games.
He might have missed on purpose and made some money.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
He might be coming
Heard
to
it here
Cleveland.
first.
I
He
don't-
might be coming to Cleveland.
I don't think you want him.
Yeah,
probably
I don't
not.
think you want him
Probably
back.
not.
Yeah, yeah, I
He's
would.
not the defender he was back in the league. He's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not as good as he was.
All right, so off with the good picks, but down to the negative picks. I did not like the Wade Baldwin
Oh, he kept dropping. All you heard
to the Grizzlies. I mean, he got picked
in the first round.
higher than I thought, but he's a 6'4", 200-pound point guard. that he's not a true point guard. He's a turnover prone shooting guard, in my opinion. He's a 2 guard or a small forward trying to play point, but can't play point. He's not a good enough shooter to play 2.
No. That's for sure.
So, for the Grizzlies to take him, I was like, man, there's better players out there to take. But I wasn't happy with. I mean, I don't care about the Grizzlies, but the Wade Baldwin pick, I was just like, well, I don't know what Memphis saw in him.
Yeah, it's weird coming from Memphis, just because
Yeah.
Memphis is more of a big man team. They're more
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
half-court team.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they were looking for in him. That's just my point. I don't know why he was a first-round pick. Period.
Yeah.
Well, his potential and his size is what you're thinking about. They were
But if
talking
he's not
about
good,
it a
I
lot.
don't care about
Well,
his
they have
size.
Conley.
They're talking-
They have Conley there.
He's
so
on
you-
free agency.
but still,
Yeah.
do you think he's going anywhere?
You never know.
The Mavs look
Cleveland might
pretty.
need him.
The Mavs look pretty appealing.
Yeah.
They're going for Whiteside
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Conley. That'd be some nice pickups.
That's cool.
Losing Parsons,
Yeah.
kicking him out. Parsons is one player that
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see where he goes.
The other one was the Torian Prince dude from Baylor.
You didn't
Oh,
like Prince?
Huh?
You didn't like to pick up a Prince?
I'm just not high on him.
Where's he going? Did he get traded?
He went to Utah.
No. Oh, to the Jazz?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know if I
with
like
the
that
12th
either.
pick.
I don't
With
know
the
if I like
12th
that either.
pick.
That's the thing with, like I said, with this draft, there was nothing going after. Like, I wouldn't see Cleveland get in because there was nothing after the
Yeah.
tops.
After
Like,
10.
you
after
got
10 is up.
you got players that have possible chances of doing stuff, but not many of them are very high up there
Yeah.
that you think they're going to be solid in the NBA.
Yeah.
I just didn't see
But,
it.
I mean,
and
I know
he was
it's-
one of them, but
yeah.
they stretched for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all just a crapshoot anyways. You're just like, hey, we're going to get... But these guys are guaranteed money. He was a lottery pick. He's guaranteed whatever they're guaranteed.
rake it
and
in.
I'm like, why? Like, why pass on somebody lower like Denzel Valentine or... Come on.
Technical malfunction.
No, it's still scrolling. All right. I mean, Malachi Richardson. I like that guy. Bryce Johnson. Take Bryce Johnson. I mean, but I don't know. Anyways, we're going to touch on the local guys here soon, or right now. U of L, your boy Onuaku.
The Rockets.
Yep.
I,
37th.
they have something with Louisville
Yeah.
players.
And they try to take their big guys. Like, because he's going to be playing with Montrezl is what I call him.
I prefer
That's how it means.
Montrezl too.
Yeah,
That's
Montrezl
fair.
Harrell. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know what Houston's thinking, but Houston used to be big on Kentucky, though, because they had Chucky Hayes, Patrick Patterson.
Patterson before we
and-
went
and-
to the Rock.
Yeah, and
the
now
Raptors.
they're like, you know what? Let's try Rick. Let's see what Rick can do. Yeah.
Check it out.
Like, he's giving these guys hookers and blows, so we're going to hook them up. I can say that on my show. Even though the one time I was on, that dude called in
Oh god.
talking about the parties, U of L parties.
Gosh.
I remember Russ looking at us like, is he allowed to say that? Like, all right.
FCC.
And the news today, I saw Damian Lee from Louisville signed to play for
Cleveland.
No,
No,
Miami.
he's Miami, and
The
then
Heat.
Trey is going to Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. I mean, that's both of those. I'm like, damn, the Heat and the Cavs and this. Yeah. So you did like the Lewis?
I
Would you
did.
rather have the Lee or the Lewis or the?
I like.
He's not gonna watch. Just say what you want to say.
I like.
Because I like Damian Lee.
I
better,
like
just
Lee
say.
better.
Yeah.
But Lewis fit a little bit more, especially
Okay.
with JR opting out, and you got Iman's not what he was. And we don't even know what we're getting from Matthew Dellavedova because he can't do very much on the offensive side now, even though he played pretty solid throughout the whole year.
He's a punk.
He's fiery. If he's
He's
on
a
your
punk.
team, you love him. What are you
Damn
talking
right.
about?
He's our Marcus Lee. He's our Boogie Cousins. Like, he did not slam that Louisville player's head in the court. Yeah, he did. But I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely like both of those. They got lucky with the picks that they,
Yeah.
the signings that they had because
Yeah.
they signed after the draft.
Yogi Ferrell signed to play for the Nets. Summer League, just summer league
Bad
ball.
for him too.
Huh?
I feel bad for
The
him.
Nets, yeah.
The Nets.
Old Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house.
They need help.
I don't think money can help them.
I don't know. I don't know.
Since Jay-Z left,
I
they
don't
take all
know.
the money with
No,
him.
and they are just straight. That's why the Celtics have so many picks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they got them from the Nets. Just
Yep.
here you go.
Yep.
We'll take your big three that's old now. We'll kind of
Yeah.
bring them in here and try
We're
something.
gonna have a fire sale for your yard sale in 5 years. Yeah,
It's awful.
yeah. All right, to the UK players. Jamal Murray, we touched on, went to Denver at 7. He's just gonna do what he can do. I mean, I kind of agree he's stuck.
Yeah.
He's just gonna have to show his talents and hope to play
He can
For
make some
that free
all-star
agent.
teams, scoring some
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
That's for
and
sure.
show his stuff, and then other teams will say, "All right, when you a free agent, 3 years, we're gonna be looking at you." Like that, the key for me was him being able to come off the ball, catch and shoot.
That's,
You don't see that a lot.
especially if you're a shooter, that's all you want
Yeah.
to do. Man, you're not trying to bring the ball up. You don't want none of that. You just want a big guy to set up
Yeah.
close to the 3-point line, set you that nice screen, and you're gonna be wide open
Yep,
just to
Stop
stroke.
and shoot. Yeah, and see the thing with Murray, Steph can do that and shoot,
Steph runs through everybody's screens. Like they
Murray,
got a whole
yeah.
5 players that
Yeah.
are setting
Oh,
screens.
yeah.
I don't even know how it happens.
but Murray can pump and take it to the basket.
We saw
I mean,
Steph do a little
Curry
bit
probably
more.
could, but Curry can get to the basket.
He's just
But
not.
he tries to be finesse and do the layups, and
He gets
like
it.
Braun blocked the crap out of him on that one. Oh, that was
That was-
crazy.
Because he thought he could
multiple,
pump it.
Yeah,
That's just. I don't know.
but Murray would dunk that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Murray would just go in there and be like,
He's bigger. He's more
Yeah.
girth to him. He's
Yeah.
getting in there, and he can take the foul and possibly get the end one. Steph's probably just gonna get blown over.
yeah,
You got somebody on the sideline.
yeah,
He gonna fall.
Yeah, a little stuffed animal. But I don't know. The Murray pick to me, like I said, I thought the Celtics should have grabbed him, but that's just me. That's my Big Blue Nation coming out. More gunshots.
I don't know if
See,
I.
Fort Knox is that way, and they're shooting back there, so that's making me nervous. Louisville's that way too, so we hear gunshots. It's coming from behind us. We're scared. All right, who was the other one? Scal Labissiere was drafted at 28 to Phoenix, then traded to the Kings, which I think I heard today that it may have been set up beforehand. I'm not sure, because I know a couple of them before then were.
I feel like Cousins right now. Like he needs some strength because that team
Yeah.
is.
You got Willie at like 7 foot, weighing $160. Then you get Scal at 7 foot, weighing $150. Yeah,
That's
but-
generous. $1.50.
that's with his jersey off. He puts that 30-pound jersey on, it's gonna help him. But
No.
I agree. I don't know.
I don't think. See, with Willie could jump up there and catch the ball. Scal,
Yeah,
that ain't happening.
but see,
Scal
the,
thinks he could play more body, and he has no
Yeah.
body.
the only thing I can see that NBA team saw in Scal was he was skinny and tall, and if they needed an inbound shot,
Just block that.
no, on offense.
Oh, on offense.
If they needed a last-second shot from the free throw line, an inbounds pass, Scal would jump and catch it and then turn and shoot. That's the only thing I can see, because Cal mentioned that early in the season. He's like, I took him away from that. I tried to make him this big man. That's not his game, so we're gonna let him step out and play his game. So Scal started turning. He didn't have his back to the basket. He would face the basket, then hit those little jump shots, and he could hit them.
Yeah.
So
He's a face up, not a
yeah,
back
so
to
I'm
the basket
like,
player.
but man, you got to put some weight on, and you got to bang down there, because you're where they have him listed at. I don't even know what he's listed. 6'11", 7 foot maybe.
Let's just say him and Willie will be lifting together.
But Willie's bigger than him, I think.
A little bit.
I mean,
not much.
He's got like
Yeah.
15 pounds on him,
But still.
not counting his hair.
Well, Willie's also been in the league already, so.
6'11", 215, Scal. So,
215.
yeah, but Willie was a junior
Uh-huh.
when he left. He's got a little bit of experience. One more year at Kentucky probably wouldn't have done him better. It would have helped Kentucky, I think, especially with, because Cal's always, Willie, you need to go pro. We got Scal coming in. I think it would have
You
helped.
should have stayed.
Yeah,
You
like
should-
Dakari, poor Dakari Johnson. What's he doing right now?
Is he?
He's the
Probably
tallest dude
selling
at Dollar
cars.
General.
Oh,
Was he? Did he go to the Nets? Where did Dakari go?
Oh gosh, I don't even
The
know.
Suns probably. I'm thinking he did. I don't know why. No, I can't remember. But anyways, all
I'm
right.
pretty sure he got dropped. Like, he's not.
Oh yeah, he's not in the league anymore. I don't think. But the floor general at number All right, I know he got picked up. I know he got picked
It was the
before
beginning of the
Marcus
second.
Page. Yeah, I don't know why it went down that far. 34, Tyler Eulis. I think he's going to be an NBA guard. I think he's just going to be a
I like him there. Well, I mean, you already have.
what? What? I saw your lip.
I like him. I love Tyler Eulis. He's a player that played for Kentucky that I actually like, just
Yeah.
because of his drive, what he's got going against him, how he's
Yeah.
overcome it. I like scrappy Tyler Eulis, and every time I watched Kentucky play, he was the one that I was mainly watching,
Yeah.
just because he's.
And I ain't gonna
he's a
lie.
star.
That was the way I was with North Carolina with Marcus Page. Marcus Page and Tyler Eulis are similar.
Very similar.
I think Marcus. Well, I say I think Marcus Page can shoot better. Because Tyler Eulis could hit him if he was open. Marcus Page could drill him in your face,
Yeah.
which was shown in the
that
tournament.
championship game.
But
oh, man.
I think Eulis doesn't try to score as much. Page is more of a I don't know.
So you're thinking
They
more in
can
your head
both
that he
score.
hasn't really had to do it more
Yeah.
than you don't. It's a mystery to you because you don't know if he can
Yeah.
or not, but he can shoot the ball pretty decently.
Yeah.
So
But they can either both of them can get to the basket.
yeah, for sure.
And dish it or do what they got to do or just they know what they're doing. They're going to be good NBA point guards.
Sure.
Both of them.
Well, that and with the Suns, you already got that chemistry from what Knight. Knight's still there.
Yep.
You
Very
got
nice.
Knight.
Knight.
You got Devin Booker.
Booker
Bledsoe.
was there with him when he got picked
Exactly.
up.
You got so much UK chemistry
Yeah.
on one team.
Well, see, Bledsoe left a year before Knight came,
Yep.
and Knight left before. Knight was after Wall, because Wall was with Bledsoe. Bledsoe and Wall were the thing.
Yes.
So then it was
Knight.
actually it was Goodwin after Bledsoe and Wall.
Is Knight still there?
I think he's still there.
Yeah. Brandon
think
Knight is
he
still
is.
with the Suns. Yes,
Because he got traded.
I'm looking him
from-
up right now.
You say yes before you've looked
Come
it up.
on.
He got traded.
I know
from
he's there, 'cause
Milwaukee,
I listed
didn't he?
him
Was it
earlier.
Milwaukee?
Oh yeah, it was Milwaukee.
Knight.
That's where he was first.
Yeah, that's when he got dunked on by DeAndre Jordan, and
That's when
everybody
he
made
missed
fun of
that
him.
wide
'Cause
open
he got
layup to win the game.
slammed. Yes, yes, that too.
Sorry, Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They
Bring it
brought
up.
up
Honestly,
that
Bring it
with
up
Brandon
over.
Knight, he's just there.
He's a cool guy.
He's the
Yeah.
he's the man in a bad situation. He's always like
The wrong-
he
that's the
hustled to
wrong
try to
time.
he tried to dunk on or tried to block
Take
a dunk
the
that he had
charge.
no
Take
chance
the
for.
charge.
Yeah.
He just got
Yeah,
dunked
just
on.
stay- yeah.
He hustled for a ball, fell into the stands, got Gatorade
Yep.
poured all over him. He's just he's yeah,
Yeah, Bledsoe, Booker,
good one.
Goodwin, Knight, and then now Eulis. They got 5 guards from Kentucky as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as 6 of their guards. Well, Phil Pressey and Ronnie Price are free agents. So, yeah, I mean that's
They're both gone.
that's pretty much every guard besides Derrick Rose, Tyreek Evans, and John Wall. that have been through John Calipari as far as point guards. I don't know. I guess we got to see what they got to do, or see what they can do there in Phoenix. But
They've got who are the other players that got signed after? Do you remember? I saw it on the news today too, but I don't.
signed after.
After the draft was over,
I don't know.
There's a lot of players in the area that got signed after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't hear anything about Poitras. I was surprised.
Poitras,
I mean,
he's playing with the Magic.
did
I
he get
remember
signed
that.
up? Okay,
Got
see, they
signed
didn't
with the
mention
Magic.
anything. WLKY, Channel 32, did not say anything about Poitras. They said something about Lee, Lewis.
WHS 11. That's what I was.
They
watching.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe they just didn't like Poitras.
I know. Well, see, after they got done, one of the commentators or one of the news anchors said, well, Kentucky had a good draft. 'Cause they didn't mention nothing about Kentucky, Eulis, or none of them. They ran through the news real quick. Now, this was this evening, though. This was like 5 o'clock news. So
I was
they
watching
probably already mentioned it.
before
I don't know.
before 30
But-
news.
No, like this morning news. When grown people got to get them go to work at 4 o'clock.
Grown people. I was already at work.
What time you got to go to work?
5:30.
All right, I was at work at 5, so I got
Oh,
you. I got
God.
you by 30 minutes.
Yeah. Grown
But I still
people.
watch the news at 6.
What? How do you- I don't want to know.
Well, yeah, you don't want to know. Nobody that I work with is going to know this, but just sat in the workroom and watched TV.
That's
All right.
nice.
Yeah. So, you got to come on again sometime.
It's a pleasure.
I know
Whenever
you're
you
not
want me.
busy.
I don't have a life.
Whenever you
What are you
want.
talking about? I don't do anything.
Oh, one other thing. don't text me at 3:15 want me to come on the radio. Or I'm going to send him.
It's not my
I
fault.
ain't gonna show up.
Russ and Joe are the two, and when they text me late, Joe is the worst. Joe will text me 30 minutes before the show. Be like, I'll have already texted earlier in the day, and I'm like, okay, so what are the topics for the show? 30 minutes before the show, I'm not going to be able to make it today.
Oh,
We had a
wow.
rain game, and it's coming back now. Because he's got the two kids, and they
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
it's good,
separate
yeah, okay.
sometimes to take the kids to the games.
Yeah.
And then Russ, Russ is always late.
Yeah.
So I never know if Russ is coming.
Yeah.
Unless he texts me about the show like he did the other day.
Yeah.
So I
But-
gotta stay on my feet. You're the number one man. You're the third man.
I know, I got
You're
you.
the third man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me see. I'm trying to think what will our next show be. We'll probably come on and break down the MLB All-Star game. I don't know if you're... Yeah, okay.
Baseball.
Yeah. Because I'll come on this show to talk Reds.
Stick to basketball.
And we talk Reds for like 5 minutes, which is cool. I appreciate it. But...
You get to talk Kentucky too. That's what really matters.
Yeah, well, when Russ ain't there...
True.
I'm just kidding.
Football. You got a football show coming up?
Yeah, we'll
NFL?
be doing.
Oh, man.
We already did the NFL draft show, but yes, we're definitely going to preseason NFL. Hopefully, the Colts do better this year. Andrew Luck needs to stay healthy.
That's true.
But,
Big key.
but yeah, we're probably up on time. But thanks for watching the show. Thanks for Daniel coming on 106.1 ESPN.
Yep. 1400 a.m.
Okay.